Get ready for trending news and entertainment. This is Daily Flash with your hosts, Andrea Jackson and Mitch English. The fun starts right now. This is Daily Flash.
Everyone, I'm Andrea Jackson.
I am Mitch English, and y'all, welcome to Daily Flash. We've got us a good show all lined up, working the floor and Camp 3. Sweet baby James, how are you, man?
They call me Jamaican man.
Jamaican man.
3 jobs, man.
Jamaican
3
me
jobs.
work too much.
There you go, man. So, word of the day.
Today's word.
Garrulous.
Garrulous.
Someone described as garrulous is very talkative.
And he was back in high school. Gary Luss, that guy would
Very
not shut
talkative.
up.
Yes, of course.
To my right is the man of the hour. It is Matt Doolittle hanging out with us
Matty.
today.
All of our great garrulous stuff is on our website at dailyflashshow.com, where you can find out all of our social medias, share, like, subscribe, do all that fun stuff, and make sure you send us a note at flash@dailyflashshow.com.
Very good. Thank you there, Matty.
Okay. Popular conspiracy theories people think are true. Are you ready for
love
this?
conspiracy
Yeah, I
theories.
like this.
Oh, we love a
I'm
good
ready.
People
conspiracy
talking.
theory.
Yeah.
Here's
All right, what are they?
the number one on the list. Starbucks baristas are told to misspell your name so they can get pictures on social media for free advertising.
I don't think that's true.
No.
I don't.
Hayden's
Nah.
shaking her head no.
No. She worked at.
You worked at Starbucks.
You were
Okay.
a barista? Yeah. Very cool.
Okay,
And
so
did,
not
did
true.
they ever tell you to? No. But did you? For fun. She just said, we do it for fun. That is all. That's truth right there,
Right
man.
there. Right there.
I love it. Yeah,
Perfect.
it is. It's almost like a game. It's like, all right, let's see.
Yeah.
Now they actually do write them back out again.
Yes.
Because it used to be like on a little computer thing where you have your name and it'd be misspelled. But it was always, now I know if you go through the drive-through, they have a nice little message on it.
Yeah, and it's like a smiley face
Yes,
or thank you
I
or
get that.
yeah, so it's because they've gone back to that personalization, which is kind of
like
fun.
it.
All right, the next one on the list, your phone's microphone is always hot and listening for keywords.
Yes,
I
yeah.
believe this
100%.
one. 100%.
100%.
Even the A word that Amazon makes, theirs, because
Yes,
I don't want to say it,
yes.
because if I say it, it might
It'll-
activate something.
Yeah.
They admit, say, yeah, it's open, but we don't listen to everything. Yes,
Yes,
they
you
said
do.
the microphone's always on,
Yeah.
but we don't listen.
Didn't Apple just get
listen.
through that $90 billion
Yeah, I
lawsuit
think they
or
did,
something?
yes.
Or whatever it was,
Yes.
where they were like, yeah, we were kind of listening to stuff.
And you tell me how we talk about something and then it shows up.
The ad's there 2 seconds later.
It's
I'm
nuts.
telling you, man. Yes.
We were talking about a story the other day, and I looked down on Facebook, and there that story was. I was like, how is this happening?
James asked me, why'd you quit hanging out with me? I go, because, dude, I'm tired of what's all over my phone when I talk to you.
All right, Mitch, you'll love this one. Area 51 is a publicity stunt to hide the real alien test facility.
Meaning like there's another
There's
place?
another one, and that's just a cover for
Okay,
it.
I've been to Roswell, been to Area 51. I think that's something here, but they even admitted when the alien crashed there that they took it to Wright-Patterson
Yes.
Field in
Yes.
Ohio.
Yeah.
So, it's a big open space and they block it up. I don't think it's a publicity stunt. I think they made it into that bigger than what it is. So
Whatever is in there, though, must be high tech, because that is the scariest security gate
right.
you'll ever go up to. It says,
is.
we will shoot
you
you.
will
Legit.
shoot to kill. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you make it to the gate, because
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
see you even if you're
Yeah.
way out.
They got snipers
watch
out
you.
there.
Yeah.
Snipers,
they
they have automatic turrets, they have, they explain
my
all this. They're
God.
hidden
Yeah.
around and you
don't put
can't
it
even tell where they are. So
Wow.
I don't think it's a deterrent or whatever. I think some things happen there. As a matter of fact, if you work on Area 51, you have to live in Las Vegas. You get on a white
Las
plane.
Vegas, New Mexico.
New Mexico, thank you. And you get on a white plane and they fly you into
Yep.
a
Fly you
nondescript
to
plane
work.
into
Serious?
Area 51.
Yep.
You work for like a week or 2
No
weeks and
way.
then
They
fly
fly
right
you
back
back
out.
out.
Oh
That
my
I do know.
gosh.
And that's stuff that they've come out and because
and confirmed. Yeah.
whatever they were doing there, they now are doing it somewhere
Somewhere
else.
else.
Everybody's
Okay.
under
So,
All right,
yes
so it
and
is
no.
kind of a cover. I love this one. The real reason Disney came out with the movie Frozen is so that when you Google Disney Frozen, you would get info on the movie and not about Walt Disney's body being
Let's go to our Disney
That's a
expert.
good
Is that
one.
true, Daddy?
That's a good one.
Right?
I mean,
Oh, that's awesome.
that's got a good thing out there. But there was that crazy movie that came out that wasn't officially by Disney, where it's called Walt's Frozen Head. And that got a lot of publicity too, so that may have led to this, because that came out, I think, before Frozen.
Oh
okay,
my God.
never heard
Yeah,
that
it's
one
it's a
before.
completely not Disney property thing, but they illegally shot it at the parks and with
Oh,
cast members and everything. Yeah.
I could see that.
I think it's a good idea.
So
Yeah.
is it a conspiracy that every Disney movie is linked? Because they were saying like Frozen was supposed to be linked to Tarzan. the boy is supposed to be their brother.
Like there's a backstory that
There's a whole thing with all the Pixar
Matt can
movies
tell you.
being
Yeah,
the same
everything's
because you'll
supposed to
see
be
this
linked.
character and that and everything. Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
I kind
Okay.
of believe that. I think it's because they get bored and they're like, hey, and it's also a good way. Hey, let's go watch it. It's like the
Yes.
dead kid in 3 Men and a Baby.
Right,
Remember?
exactly.
I wouldn't watch that movie just because I heard
Yeah,
that there was a dead kid
in the movie.
Oh my God.
Here's one. Women's pants pockets are smaller to encourage them to buy more handbags. I don't know about that one. But
Well,
maybe.
you'll have to tell. I don't
yeah,
know.
I mean, I could see that because you know,
Maybe.
if your pocket's too small, you can't fit phone or a lipstick or
But
something in it. But
cargo pants, our guys have bigger pants. Doesn't it? Don't
Yeah.
you want them tighter? You wouldn't want a bigger
no,
pocket
you wouldn't
because
want a bigger pocket.
it'd make
yeah.
your hips look bigger.
That is
so
true.
I don't. So no.
Oh well.
You'll love this one. Bigfoot is blurry in real life. Never the camera's fault.
There was a new Bigfoot video that came out a couple weeks ago. So
Is that so?
Let me ask you this. Okay, Bigfoot. Okay, there's only one.
Yeah.
Okay, first off,
And he's always blurry.
he's always blurry by himself. But like they'll see him in Kentucky and then
Montana.
Montana, like the next week
Right.
or whatever.
Travels
This
fast.
guy walks fast. And then how could
does
you
have
not
big
see
feet.
it? He does big feet, right? That's true. You're a good
That's
point.
true, right? Yeah.
And can you imagine the people that said they have seen Bigfoot
Yeah.
say he stinks really bad, and if that he never dies. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Like he's lived forever.
Somebody told me that he's Cain from the Bible, like God cursed him to live on the earth for us. No, I'm dead serious.
Wow.
That's a good one.
I've heard that, like
really?
he was it was a curse, so he had to live the rest of his life. That's what I read.
As Bigfoot.
Yeah, but I don't.
And constantly being run up to by yokels
Yeah,
that
exactly.
don't own cameras.
All right, one last one for you guys. You'll like this one. Trader Joe's makes their parking lot smaller to make them look busy all the time.
Yes.
I believe that.
I wholeheartedly
I
every
believe
Trader
that one.
Joe's.
Tiny parking
believe
lots.
Every
I believe
Trader
it.
Joe's.
Nightmare.
And then when you go in there, it's like it's not that crowded.
Yeah,
in
I
here.
know.
I mean, maybe it makes them look also like, well, we're so crowded, but look how efficient we are.
This one over here in Winter Park, Florida, is terrifying.
The worst. Yeah.
I'll
That-
park across the street sometimes.
Well,
No,
you'll walk across the street to get your groceries.
Hell no.
No, not 1792.
I go to Whole Foods before I go do that, which is
100%.
right down the street.
Yeah.
The further part, Trader Joe's, y'all have got to make your parking lots bigger.
Yeah.
You got to do
Pick
it.
locations where you got space.
Yes. Chick-fil-A, they came up with a solution. All right, you can too.
Yes.
And Trader Joe's, I love you, but I can't go there
I
on
get
Sundays.
Nightmare wedgeophobia in that parking lot. I can't do it.
Tight.
Yeah.
All right. Any other conspiracy theories? We would love to
Yes.
hear. Boy, I'm opening up a can of
I
worms.
know
right
you
now.
are.
Just drop us an email, flash@dailyflashshow.com. Is it a rumor that you could actually rent out your swimming pool?
No.
It's actually a fact,
This
believe
is
it or not.
true.
And you might be sitting next to a gold mine. Thousands of folks are now renting out their pools for really big bucks. There's an app on your phone. It's called Swimply. Get it? It's a play on words. It's an online marketplace for pool rentals. And you can kind of think of it like an Airbnb for pools.
Yeah.
One couple is now entering their 4th season of renting out their backyard. Going rate, $60 an hour. They say it's actually helped pay and make a huge difference in their finances. I have a pool. You have a great lap pool.
spa,
Yep,
yeah,
and a swim spa. I like
Yep.
that. I don't know if I can rent it out to people.
Nope.
That's my domain. I
Exactly.
don't want people there.
Well, with a pool, it's a little easier to make sure it's clean and clarified and chemicaled up. With a swim spa or a hot tub, you have to be really careful about who goes
I
in
imagine
it,
so,
how
yeah.
they go in it, and how, it's a whole can of worms. Yeah.
It seems like, and then the liability that you're taking on as well.
That's got to be crazy.
And then they're going to get loud. They're going to get,
Yes.
And I think where we live, you could find a pool if you really want to go swimming.
Yeah.
You go to a theme park or whatever.
Well, that's what
Right.
I've met people that are like, yeah, we don't have a pool, we don't want to deal with the maintenance, but we go to Typhoon Lagoon.
Yeah.
They
Right.
take
Well,
their kids
there
like on
you
a
go.
weekday to Typhoon Lagoon.
Well, we're fortunate here that we have
Yeah.
all those options too. But let's say you live in the Midwest where swimming is.
I could
only
see that, right.
A certain amount of time. I could see this being really popular.
It's great when you're
there.
flying in here, you just see pool.
Flying over. You're 100% right.
There's a new so-called villain living in Walter White's house. Joanne Quintana grew up in the ranch-style home in Albuquerque, New Mexico during the filming of Breaking Bad, which aired from 2008 to 2013. Now Quintana has to deal with fans of the show flocking to her famous home to take pictures pictures. An influencer named Santi went to Quintana's home for a day and witnessed what she has to deal with. Santi filmed Quintana spraying fans on the street
There
with
she
her
is.
water
Oh,
hose
geez.
as she demanded they stay away from her property. I can imagine this gets old after a while.
You can't do that with the sidewalk, though. The sidewalk is public.
Public domain,
see,
right?
she's got like maybe I can't tell, but it looks like the sidewalk is on the other side. And she's not a very pleasant person, but I can understand why so many people a day coming through. That is the scene that people throw the pizza up on the roof by accident.
Yeah.
Walter White did, and it's at the end of a street, so you can see the house in Albuquerque. You go around the corner and you just go straight to it. You can actually almost drive up into a parking lot.
She could make money off of selling T-shirts and souvenirs.
Listen, when you hand over your house for a movie,
That is true.
that comes
That
with
comes
it.
with it.
So, hey, Matt's talking to one of the stars of the new movie Megan 2.0 coming up.
Please welcome three-time Grammy-nominated R&B vocal powerhouse Ryan Shaw into this week's Spotlight. Hi, Ryan.
Thank you for having me.
Congrats on the new single, Rising Up. It is such a beautiful message.
I mean, it's really about lifting each other up. The lyric, I lift you and you lift me. We are a community. And if we just engage and get with our community, then we can make a change locally. And if everyone does that locally, then we can implement change globally.
You co-produced Rising Up with the wonderful Grammy Award-winning Scott Jacoby. He's worked with other greats like John Legend and Sia, Coldplay. That's quite a nice list, and here he is with Ryan Shaw.
It's just been the gift that keeps on giving with Scott. He's such a great, super talented, super connected producer. The fact that he works across almost all genres of music is a real testament to his true skill.
Check out Ryan Shaw's newest single, Rising Up, his new album Off-Broadway with Ray Angry, and visit ryanshaw.com.
Catch The Scene with Doreen every Wednesday at 38 past the hour, only on Daily Flash.
Welcome back to Daily Flash. I'm Matt Doolittle. Well, she's back, and so is the world's most stylishly terrifying AI doll.
I know how to stop Amelia. She's getting more powerful. Soon she'll be the most dangerous weapon on the planet. Put me in a body and I'll help you stop her.
You remember what happened last time. You threatened to rip out my tongue and put me in a wheelchair.
I was upset.
Look, she wants to help us. Everyone deserves a second chance.
You would like us to rebuild a deranged robot in order to catch another one.
Would you prefer I gave you a printout that you can read at your own pace?
And joining us to talk about the film Megan 2.0 is the brilliant and breathtakingly captivating Allison Williams. Hey, Allison.
Thank you. What an introduction. I'm so honored.
Well, Megan is back and more advanced than ever, and so are the scares in this one. What was your reaction the first time you read the script for Megan 2.0?
Well, it was interesting because the script and her advances happened kind of simultaneously because we had to make a decision early on in the process of making this movie whether or not we were going to move along with Amy Donald, who's the physical performer of Megan, who was growing, just like Violet McGraw is, who plays Katie, or if we were going to keep Megan at her original size. And so the decision to stick with Amy kind of made us make a bigger new Megan, which also begged for an upgrade, which fit with the script that Gerard was developing as well at the time. So it was all kind of simultaneous. Once we knew there was a new doll, which was kind of the first element of the sequel that we decided, I think even we were dreaming of making a second one even before the first one came out, and we were thinking that a second doll was the way to go. So even after knowing that, starting to think about the ways that Megan would need to be upgraded in order to be a worthy match for some kind of like unprecedentedly powerful AI was getting us in that direction as well.
Were there any scenes where you had to keep a straight face while filming her wild moments?
Honestly, like no, because when I'm watching Amy do the Megan, when she's doing the dance, I'm just so she's so joyful and she's so thrilled to be doing the performance. And I feel like any kind of physical performance that Amy is doing is kind of filled with her personality and her joy, whether it's dancing or just doing Megan's physical movements. However, I feel like the scenes where it's harder to keep a straight face are the ones where Megan is in the animatronic form, and she's just doing her thing, and we're doing a very high stakes dialogue, whatever it is. Maybe I'm a little bit emotional. Those are the scenes where I really have to like forget everything I know about the movie from a bird's eye view and just like commit to the scene and the moment as it is, because the only way this genre works and this very specific tone works that Gerard has is if we're all playing the real stakes without batting and like an eyelash at what is actually going to end up being on the screen and how kind of heightened and funny it all is. It wouldn't work if we were in on it as actors. We have to be like fully committed to the stakes of it. So that's the only part that gets really hard, is keeping a straight face with some of the animatronics in those scenes. Like, I don't want to give it away, but we have quite a few animatronics in this movie, and I had a joyful time working with all of them, and each of them had little malfunctions that made it hard to keep a straight face, for sure.
Well, thanks, Allison. For more on Megan 2.0, make sure you head over to dailyflashshow.com, and we'll have the links to the movie on there. Guys?
All right, thank you there, Matt. Let's jump into some trending stories. Hollywood medium Tyler Henry is on the mend after undergoing surgery to remove part of a rare tumor that's growing near the center of his brain. 29-year-old clairvoyant diagnosed with a tumor.
Oh, goodness.
It was non-cancerous, that's the good news, but it could have been very dangerous if left untreated. Many people actually don't even know that they have one until it shows up on a brain scan.
Oh, goodness.
How many of us just go do a brain scan, right?
Yeah, not often.
This kind of cyst actually appears after the age of 30. Early signs and warning signs include struggling with normal daily activities, which after the age of 30, who doesn't? So it's scary because had he not had this brain scan,
He might not know.
No, we would have ever figured it out.
Well, if you watch the show on Netflix, which shows what he does, he's a clairvoyant. He kind of channels spirits from, that have crossed over for family members who are looking for some kind of a closure or information. And I have to imagine that what he does, could lend itself to, effects on the brain.
Well,
so to speak.
Exactly, because it's a part of the brain that maybe we as normal people or whatever never get to use. So it makes a lot of sense on that. And you're also talking about something that is, because he talks to people beyond the grave. Yeah. And you kind of wonder what gave him or inspired, which I don't have the details on it, but
I think he was born with it, and he just sort of developed this thing over time and didn't really know what it was. And then once he started figuring
tumor
it out,
or the
no, the clairvoyancy. Oh, yes.
I was, but
clearly we're not seeing. We're not on the same
We need to
plane.
go see him, I believe. Glad to hear that he's doing better. More Flash after this. Hey, welcome back to Daily Flash. I'm Mitch English. It's time for us to check in with Tony Toscano to find out what's coming out of Hollywood and straight to your screen, no matter what size you're going to watch it on. With the latest, here's Tony.
Thanks, Mitch. New in selected theaters is the Western drama Unholy Trinity. It stars Pierce Brosnan.
Welcome to Trinity.
Sheriff, my name is Henry Broadway.
That would make your father Isaac Broadway. Let me give you a bit of advice. Keep your ancestry between us. Not every man who's known is loved.
An 1870s Montana town turns to violence when a young man returns to reclaim his legacy and is caught between a sheriff determined to maintain order and a mysterious stranger hell-bent on destroying it. I chatted with star Pierce Brosnan.
Sheriff Gabriel Dobb. He's a man that's broken by time, mangled by his own persecution of demons coming from Ireland, coming from a landscape that is torn apart with disease and famine, and trying to make a go of it in America, coming to, this vast landscape to find a new beginning. And like I did as an Irish immigrant back in '82, came to America to seek fame and fortune.
Unholy Trinity is a throwback to the classic westerns of the 1950s and 60s. The film is beautifully shot and acted with a terrific score underlining the action. Again, it's in selected theaters and gets a B. It's rated R. Also in selected theaters this weekend is the new live-action update of How to Train Your Dragon.
It's okay. I won't hurt you.
On the island of Berk, a war between Vikings and dragons has been fought for centuries, but the friendship between an inventive Viking and a dragon becomes the key to forging a new future together. I chatted with the film's star, Mason Thames.
I really hope that, they just enjoyed as much as I did making it, because when I saw the original, it left me with so much. I can't even think of the words to describe it, just magic and wonder. And I really hope, kids can go to the theater with their parents or dad or mom and have this film have the same effect that the original had on me.
Well, congratulations again. My time is all up, but I hope to see you on How to Train Your Dragon 2.
Likewise, man. I'll see you then.
How to Train Your Dragon is arguably the best live-action adaptation of an animated feature to date. Simply put, don't miss this touching and heartwarming film on a big screen. Again, How to Train Your Dragon is in selected theaters now and gets an A. It's rated PG. For the Daily Flash, I'm film critic Tony Toscano.
Thank you there, Tony. Here's some trending stories. A few New York City streets are known to hide some very legendary rock and roll moments. This is what we're talking about. There's an artist that's behind a new installation. It's called The Band Was Here. The project resurrects iconic album covers at the location where they were shot. He tracks down where famous band photos were snapped, then goes back to those exact spots and then recreates the images. And you can see some of them here. You can see that, I love how they can line it up directly to what is in the back. Very, very cool stuff there. If you think about all those, they're just common places, but people will come by and see it as the Notorious B.I.G. And is that Taylor Swift, I believe, right?
I think it is Taylor Swift.
So, it's neat to see that kind of stuff, right?
Were you guys talking about Abbey Road? Who was talking about Abbey
we
Road?
talked about how it's
a complete tourist trap.
right.
And they don't care that you're walking. They will blast through there. They're like, enough of this. We get it. Yeah, you've got to time your walk and your picture like real quick, or else they are just gunning it through
It just seems like that they could have wound up making something out of that, meaning like they have a camera there, and maybe certain times of the day they would allow people to do it.
Yeah.
Maybe, but people do that just like as the normal.
Because it's just in a regular neighborhood, and Abbey Road's not that big of a building, and you're like, wait, what happened here? Like you're expecting the lore of that thing, and you get there and you're like, oh, okay.
And it's not much.
Yeah.
Well, with all the chaos going on in the world, sometimes all it takes is a funny, wholesome video to bring people together. A young boy is going viral for a video showing him busting a move to a Pitbull song, and the internet cannot get enough of him. An ex-user shared the video with this caption: "This is absolutely how everyone should feel the music. He is adorable. Oh my gosh.
Cute kid. Good moves.
I love a good Pitbull song. I feel it."
Have you ever seen him live? Have you ever seen him live?
What's the drink?
No, have you?
What does he always say?
He's insane.
I
Yeah.
bet it's terrific.
What's his thing? He always says
Fireball.
Fireball.
Yeah.
Fireball. That's the only thing I know about Pitbull. All right, we got more Flash coming up right after this. Stick around. You're watching Daily Flash. We're having some FUN, y'all. Fireball.
This is Daily Flash with your hosts, Andrea Jackson and Mitch English. Trending news and entertainment. This is Daily Flash.
Hi, everybody. I am Mitch English.
And I'm Andrea Jackson. This is Daily Flash. Today's trends, tomorrow's talk. Hey, everybody. And also Matt Doolittle joining us. Hey, Matty.
And hi to all of our friends out there on our 219 affiliates across the country, including the American Forces Network. You can find your local affiliate on our website at dailyflashshow.com. Today, we are giving it up to our friends at KOAM in Joplin, Missouri.
Joplin, Missouri.
Joplin, Missouri. All right.
All right. Thank you so much there, Maddie. A little bit later on this show, y'all have got to stick around for this. We have an author. Her name is Ann Butler. We think that's what it is because she was literally a spy for the CIA. But not only that, She was also a wife and a mother of 5. She has a new memoir out, and this is a fascinating story. I cannot wait to talk to her.
Yeah, terrific. And one experience she highlights specifically through the book. You've got to hear it to believe
very,
it.
Very cool. One of our favorite podcasts is Smartless. Y'all listen to Smartless?
No.
I'm telling you, it's like the number one. I mean, it's getting not one. It's climbing the charts or whatever. It's a podcast. Will Arnett, Jason Bateman, and Sean Hayes. And it's basically just these 3 celebrities, and they bring on a celebrity. 2 of them don't know who they're bringing in, but they're always a celebrity. One of them are usually friends with that person, and they come in and they just talk for an hour, and it is great. Will Arnett, to me, I never realized how funny he was until that.
So good. And these guys started this podcast during COVID because they just wanted to kind of stay in touch, and they didn't know what else to do. So it was kind of one of those like, well, let's just do a podcast together and shoot the breeze with each other and have a couple of our friends on, not expecting it to do anything, go anywhere, or blow up like it has.
And it's amazing.
Yeah.
Sirius XM picked up. They got a big deal out of that. And then just recently, they just signed a new deal called Smartless Cellular. You know how Ryan Reynolds has his own cellular?
Mobile,
right? Well, now there is Smartless Cellular.
Oh my!
You want to guess how much money they made on this, you guys?
Another $100 million.
$100 million
$100
deal.
million?
That's what they got.
$100 million. Can you imagine? I mean, that just for them, and it's a no frills podcast.
Nope. Yeah.
Listen
yeah.
to the music. As Letterman made fun of it, it was hilarious when he was on.
Yeah.
And basically, they're going to offer smartphones from $15 to $30, much like how Ryan Reynolds did.
Yeah.
It's just using that Smartless name, really, and then they'll promote it, of course, on the show as well.
It's funny to listen to Jason Bateman talk about like the struggles of his career. I mean, all 3 of them really, how they struggled in Hollywood, and they each kind of hit it big with their own thing. But to have this podcast sort of fall in their lap, and for the success it's created for all 3 of them, and the wealth it's generated for all 3 of them beyond their expectations.
If you almost think it, they're getting, I'm certain, close to $250 million.
Probably overall for everything, and Lord knows what they're charging for sponsors on there too.
That is true too, yeah.
And doing what you love to do, just 3 guys hanging out and that sort of thing. Some critics, as they're always critics, they're saying it's a cash grab. Yeah, and? Well,
so,
I mean, right?
Why not?
Give us good programming. If it was somebody that didn't work for it, or whatever.
Sounds like haters.
They are haters. Haters / critics, you're right.
Let your haters be your motivator.
That's right.
And it took them just coming up with that idea to be able to do it. Anyway, if you are wanting to get the Smartless Cellular, it's basically using T-Mobile's towers. That's the deals that they have. Basically, they rent out, they kind of like franchise it out. It's basically T-Mobile, but you go get the plan through something else, Smartless.
Plan.
The Smartless, which first off is a weird name for is this a good idea? It's Smartless, but apparently they are smart enough for it. So.
They're $200+ million smart.
It's just funny, Howard Stern was on there, and he's friends with a few of them, so he was just kind of making fun of it. He goes, "Why am I still doing this?" He goes, "You give in microphones to celebrities, they're making a couple $100 million, and I'm here at 7 a.m. You know how he gets into one of his things.
I don't feel sorry for him. He made his cash. Though, right?
He cashed out a lot ago.
I would probably go with him if the ringtones is the Italian voice that Will Arnett always has.
I loved it from back here. It's fabulous. Oh, I hear that and I cry laughing every time. It is so good.
They give Sean Hayes so much hell on that show, and he takes it. And, I wasn't necessarily a Sean Hayes fan prior to this, but I love the guy because he takes it and he's very talented.
All 3 of them. I felt bad for Will Arnett for a hot second before you told me this because they announced a new host for Lego Masters, which is Nick Cannon. And I'm like, I don't think Will Arnett needs the job or the money.
I think you're right. We got more Flash around the corner. Stick around. It's time for a little air, land, and sea. It's time for some flash travel. Hey, taking a cruise this summer? Well, don't forget to pack your connectivity. Here with tips is Pramod Arora, President and CEO of Wireless Maritime Services. Pramod, tell us first off, those planning a cruise, what's the one thing that people often forget about?
The one thing I'd say people tend to forget at times is packing their connectivity. How to stay connected when you're on a cruise ship. It could get a little confusing if you haven't thought about it. So that's one thing I would suggest that people think about when they start thinking about taking a cruise.
All right, well, I need good tips. Give me 3 of them to ensure that we actually stay connected during that cruise.
Absolutely. The first thing I would say is plan ahead. Don't wait until the week or day of the cruise to start thinking about that. So as soon as you start thinking about taking a cruise, there are a couple of things you can do. You can go to our website, cellularatc.com, and within 2 to 3 minutes, input some basic information, and it'll tell you what the right option for you might be. Number two, think about what you want to do with your phone, because your needs might be different, and cellular connectivity may not be the right option all the time, although we think for a lot of users that is the right option. For example, I use my phone for email, making calls, a little bit of banking. And for me, a cellular day pass is a great option. But my kids, they watch a lot of streaming video content, movies, social media, and for them, the Wi-Fi package from a cruise ship might be the best option. So figure out what your needs are and find the right solution. Again, our website can help, cellularatc.com. And the third thing is when you're on the ship, even if you're using Wi-Fi, don't put your phone in airplane mode. That's a popular misconception that you have to put your phone in airplane mode to use Wi-Fi. That's not accurate. So if you want to use cellular connectivity, make sure your phone is not in airplane mode. So when you want to use cellular, it'll work.
Cruisers want to find out more info. Where do you want them to go?
One option is our website. As I said, cellularatc.com, and it'll tell you where to go to find the right product. You can always go to your own carrier's website. So, for example, AT&T, Verizon in the US, att.com/cruise, verizon.com/cruise, and it's very easy to find your solution and even sign up for that. And the great thing is, you can sign up today, even if you're not going on a cruise for months or even years, I'd say, because you'll never charge until you get on the cruise ship. So you can sign up for those packages, add them to your line today, and then use them when you get on the ship.
Thanks so much for joining us. We'll make sure we post this interview on our website at dailyflashshow.com. 2 Brazilian nuns have gone viral after dropping an impromptu beatbox and dance session during a Catholic TV program. Sisters were on a local TV channel and they brought up a song about being called into a religious life. Check this out. Good dancer. Check her out.
Some moves.
Oh, yeah. The duo stood up and launched into a routine complete with singing.
Here comes the father.
A
He's getting
beatbox.
into it.
Get into
got
it.
some good moves,
Some
too.
dance moves. Presenter joined in, matching their moves in a performance now seen by millions. You know what? They have to have fun. I like that. Check that out. That's really cool.
Like
Sister Act. Yeah.
Sister Act, right? Belle Biv DeVoe right there as they all get into it.
There you go. She got a little hip there.
And you got the main nun there, like doing the beatbox into the microphone. Very
cool.
Impressive.
Really, you think about it, they have a lot of time where they're hanging out. It's kind of a sorority, I guess, somewhat, if you want to look at it that way, too.
Sure.
And they also had lives before they became nuns.
Yes.
So maybe dancing was one
And
of
you all
them.
think they have to have a special talent, right?
Right.
Something.
You think that.
Talk about at parties.
Right. We got Ann Butler. She is the spy and mom. Her new memoir coming up.
Hey, many travelers love the idea of credit card rewards, but often find them complicated to redeem. Joining us today is travel expert Johnny Jett, who is teaming up with Booking.com to share his best tips for making the most of your travel rewards. Welcome, Johnny.
Thanks for having me.
So what challenges do travelers face when they're using their rewards?
Well, a recent Booking.com survey found that nearly 2/3 of travelers already use rewards to fund their trips, but many hit roadblocks. Points can expire, restrictions sneak in, and some cards carry hefty annual fees. That's why I'm excited about the new Booking.com Genius Rewards Visa Signature credit card. It's built really to take the stress out of rewards. You get 6% back in travel credits on stays booked in the app, 5% back on all other travel booked on Booking.com, and 3% back on dining, gas, and groceries and other travel-related purchases, and there's no blackout dates or annual fees.
How can consumers find the best rewards program?
Yeah, well, you know what? You got to look for rewards that are flexible and simple. Too many programs make redemption feel like you're cracking a code. With this new Booking.com card, every dollar you earn in travel credits equals a dollar you can spend on hotels, flights, rent-a-cars, and even airport taxis. There's no charts and there's no restrictions, so there's a lot of value in it.
Hey, where can we go for more info?
Yeah, for more information or to apply for the Booking.com Genius Rewards Visa Signature Credit Card, go to Booking.com.
Thanks, Johnny. We'll make sure we have this on our website at dailyflashshow.com/FMI. Hey, the destination for cultural icons is definitely always been eBay, and it's celebrating its 30th anniversary with the launch of the 95 shop in downtown New York City. Here to tell us about it is eBay's General Manager of U.S. Fashion, Gary Thanil.
Hi, thanks so much for having me. We are here in Soho to celebrate 30 years of eBay. And for the 30 years of eBay, we have curated a collection of our 30 greatest hits. These are items that are inspired by eBay Marketplace data, curated by Sarah Michelle Gellar, and they feature items like a signed 1995 Michael Jordan jersey. That's the year he came back in 1995 wearing the number 45. We even have an Omega Seamaster watch from 1995, which is featured in the auction. So we have a number of items that we're excited to showcase. Sarah Michelle Gellar is such a 90s icon, and she was the perfect person for eBay to partner with on this collection. So we were able to do research and identify these items from eBay Marketplace data, and Sarah Michelle Gellar helped us handpick these items that are culturally relevant in the 90s and still remain really popular today. And she was also able to contribute some of her items from her personal collection. We have a signed action figure, a signed Funko, both from Buffy the Vampire Slayer. So when we think about a great partner for our celebration of 30 years, as well as this auction, Sarah Michelle Gellar was the perfect partner for us. So there's two ways to get in on the action. If you're in New York, you can come on down to 45 Grand Street. We have a pop-up that's open to the public, and we hope that everyone here will stop by and celebrate 30 years with us. If you're not in New York, you can go over to ebay.com. Each auction item starts at 95 cents.
Hey, whether you're throwing a full-blown watch party or keeping it casual with a few friends, college football game day deserves a strong snack game. And no one knows better how to rally a crowd than former NFL and Big 12 linebacker Shaquem Griffin. Thank you for joining us, Shaquem.
What's up, everyone? Big 12 season is just around the corner and we're about to kick it off. But before we kick it off, let me give you the tips and the resources to get you prepared to have the perfect tailgating season and also at-home watch parties with hell of a good dip. You're able to create a culture that bringing your family and loved ones together. You know, you have so many different choices, and that's what hell of a good dip is all about. Giving you the choice to make that never compromise the snacks that you want to use as dippable. They have 7 different flavors, and for you to prepare for the season that's just around the corner, I want to make sure I see all of you inside a supermarket close to you in the dairy section stacking up on hell of a good dip. And it's going to be moving fast, so you better get yours and get stocked up and ready for the season. And if you can't make it to the supermarket, you can always go on hellofagood.com. But like I said, you got up to 7 different choices, so don't be shy. Nothing is compromised. Bring your favorite snack to your favorite dip.
When it comes to menopause, experts say it can affect your beauty routines, but there are solutions. Joining us now is Dr. Lindsay Zubritsky. Good morning, doctor. Great to have you. So how does menopause affect our beauty routines?
Yeah, good morning. Thanks for having me. Well, when menopause occurs, it slows down the production of estrogen and progesterone hormones, which in turn majorly affects the body, not only in how you feel, but also how you look. So of course, hot flashes, but also dry, itchy skin, thinning hair. But there are easy over-the-counter and affordable products that can help that I recommend right here. So let's start with hair. I recommend John Frieda's Ultra Filler Plus collection, designed to help people with fine, thin hair get the look of thicker, fuller hair instantly. There's a thickening shampoo, conditioner, styling spray, each around $10 at Walmart and Amazon. And I love the new Hair Density Scalp Serum, $10.97. It's powered by an advanced blend of Capixyl and Bicapol, clinically proven to promote denser hair strands. It's non-greasy, ultra lightweight, so you can use it on wet or dry hair. Using these together every day will really help reduce breakage and hair shedding for thicker, fuller hair. Next for your skin is the Puri Cap Leak Redness Soothing Dermo Mist Toner from the brand Pharmaceris. Pharmaceris is a European dermocosmetic skincare line developed by an expert team of dermatologists, biologists, and chemists. It's well known in European pharmacies, and it's recently launched in the US at Walgreens.com and in nearly 1,600 Walgreens stores nationwide. So this is a refreshing, soothing, hydrating toner mist that instantly cools you down and combats dryness, redness, irritation, hyperpigmentation, all of which are affected by menopause. So use this toner in your daily skincare routine and as a midday refresher, or anytime you just need like a little calming spritz. It's suitable for all skin types, and it's just $14.99.
Great options. Thank you, doctor, and easily available. We'll make sure to post this information on our website as well.
Hey, Mitchie.
Hey, Jackson.
Yeah, I want to talk about that big story coming out of Hollywood.
Hold on. Wait. I want to get Matt in on this call, all right? Hold on.
Hey, what's up, Mitch and Dias?
Matty!
Mitchie.
Mateus.
Mitch, my man.
Matty of Berkshire.
What's going on?
Hey, AJ wants us to talk about a big story that's happening.
This kid, the Kiki, says hi. He has his own Instagram.
That's great, Matt, but I really want to talk about this big story coming out of Hollywood.
Oh, dog and cat! It's
You should check it out. This kid, the Kiki.
I want to know what's going on.
What?
Oh, okay, so real quick. Why does he still have a dial-up modem?
Hey, I gotta get back to wrestling stuff.
It's on the media.
You know what? Maybe we should just try this later.
Okay, all right. Peace and love.
Daily Flash.
Where are you?
It's just better when you're part of the conversation. Join us online.
Welcome back to Daily Flash. A standoff between a small-town sheriff and mayor sparks a powder keg as neighbor is pitted against neighbor. This is today's must-watch, Eddington.
I am recording this. Fair warning. Is that really necessary? Look, Joe, 6 feet.
Where the buffalo roam.
Is that praying?
Where the deer and the antelope play.
How did we get here? And even worse, is it worth it?
Where seldom
At the cost of being at war with your neighbors? That's why I'm running for mayor.
and the skies are not
Mayor of Eddington. Thank you, super duper very much. I used to think that you were some big deal, but I am a much better human being than you.
Who are you talking to? There's nobody here.
Husband, sheriff, mayor to be.
You want things simple and neat.
We were in a fight against evil.
These are your streets. No, they're your streets to keep safe.
You know how death works out.
People are going to be looking here now.
Keep your own office going, but you're going to run mine.
So you vote Joe Cross, take back our community.
Hell yeah.
Save our soul.
Your pain is not a coincidence. You are not a coincidence. We
are not a coincidence.
What is going on?
We need to free each other's hearts.
Two great actors, man. I'm looking forward to this. That does it for our show.
Yeah, from all of us, thank you for spending time with us. We'll see you next time.